Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, the city and Walmart win a brief legal battle. We'll give you the details. And this special high school has a special woman to help students achieve their goals. Plus, kids are listening to stories and reading more. We'll tell you why. Then we'll bring you to a cookie sale that's different from any other. These stories and much more are just seconds away. Your local news starts right now. Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. The city won a legal battle that could bring Torrance one step closer to opening its first Walmart. Back in January, City Hall was bombarded with calls from people who oppose the Walmart store. Soon thereafter, a group known as BEST, Building an Economically Sound Torrance, filed a lawsuit against the city, stating that Torrance did not conduct an environmental review for the new Walmart location. Well, an LA County Superior Court judge disagrees. Judge Ann Jones says the city did nothing wrong when they gave Walmart the permits to do what she deemed very minor tenant improvements. Walmart stopped work on the former Mervyn's location while the court case was ongoing. The retailer plans to open the store this fall. Here are some highlights from the most recent City Council meeting. March 7th through the 14th marks the week-long Arbor celebration throughout California and here in Torrance. At the meeting, Council recognized the importance of this effort, and as part of the Torrance participation, volunteers from the city and from the nonprofit Tree People will plant 100 trees at the Madrona Marsh on March 12th. Besides improving air quality and beautifying the area, the trees will also serve as a sound buffer from passing traffic at the marsh. Torrance hopes to become a Tree City USA, which is sponsored by the USDA Forest Service Urban and Community Forestry Program. Students from Yokohama National University in Japan paid a visit to the council meeting. These students are studying economics and chose to visit Torrance because of the city's long-standing relationships with Japanese companies like Honda and Toyota, and with the city of Kashiwa through the Sister City Association. If you're nuts about nuts and nut products, be sure to check your cupboards for these brands since some products are being recalled. Some 16-ounce plastic jars of Skippy Reduced Fat Creamy Peanut Butter and Skippy Reduced Fat Super Chunk Peanut Butter may be contaminated with salmonella. To date, the contaminated jars were only sold in eastern and midwestern states, and hazelnut and mixed nut products containing hazelnuts from DeFranco and Sons of Los Angeles may be contaminated with E. coli bacteria. The nut products are sold nationwide and have been linked to 7 illnesses in Michigan, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. For more information on potentially tainted peanut butter and hazelnuts, go to fda.gov. For many California families, not having enough food is a continuing problem. According to a Gallup poll, 20% of all Californians struggled to afford enough food for themselves and their families last year. That's slightly higher than the national average of 18%. And no surprise to the local food banks like this one at the Volunteer Center. Food donation centers continue to have trouble keeping up with demand. The poll puts California at 16th in the nation for food hardship. The highest rate was recorded in Mississippi, where nearly 28% said they did not always have enough money for food. The lowest rate was 10% in North Dakota. And congratulations to Torrance's own South Bay BMW. The BMW dealership on Hawthorne Boulevard was recognized by BMW North America. They are one of 32 dealerships in the country to rate the highest in customer satisfaction, operational excellence, and profitability. There are currently 338 BMW dealers nationwide. Coming up after the break.
I'm Leah Uko. This year is Dr. Seuss's 107th birthday. Find out how one school is celebrating.
And now here's the current temperature outside.
what I'd do if I got tired when I'm driving? I'd probably have someone else drive me home because I wouldn't want to take the chance of, dying. I'm still young.
Yeah, sometimes I almost fall asleep when I'm driving and it really scares me, so I pull off the road.
Most times I'll try to get some coffee, anything that will give me a little burst.
And usually I'm not the one that drives because I do have the game, so I make my nerdy friends or somebody that, doesn't have athletics to deal with drive.
Are you playing a dangerous game with the future of America's citrus? Move a citrus plant, and you could be spreading a disease that kills citrus. On its own, the disease can't move far, but in a car, an infected plant can travel miles. Move a citrus plant, and it could be game over for our citrus. Now it's your turn. Please, don't risk citrus. Don't move citrus. Learn more at saveourcitrus.org. A message from the USDA.
Look around you. 1 in 4 kids in the U.S. faces hunger. It's not always easy to see the signs, but in this land of plenty, there are kids that don't know where they will get their next meal. Join Share Our Strength. You can take the pledge to end childhood hunger here in America by 2015. Learn how at NoKidHungry.org. Their next meal could come from you.
With video games, I'm always choosing between what my kids want and what I think is best for them.
Hey Mom, how about this one?
Which is why I love these new rating summaries. They let me know exactly what's in the game. Combat, explosions, 2 female warriors, exposed cleavage.
Maybe the other one's better.
Get your free game rating summary today, and with it, the world's most powerful weapon, knowledge.
With actual paper books and newspapers going the way of the dinosaur, it may seem like children are losing interest in reading, but thanks to these storytellers, children are reading across America and right here in Torrance. Reporter Leah Uko explains.
Schools across the country participated in a joint effort to promote literacy from a young age.
Today, it's Jack and the Beanstalk.
Every year, Carr Elementary School invites special guests to read and talk to students. This year, actress Kathy Kinney, better known to kids as Mrs. P, was on hand to give words of encouragement.
Reading is just like going to the gym, where you need to exercise your muscles. You also need to exercise your imagination.
Evelyn, a first grader, says the day's program inspired her to set a goal.
To learn new words.
Evelyn's not the only one excited to read. Third grader Brianna has a list of her favorite books.
The ABC book, the 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish, the B book.
The principal saw Brianna's enthusiasm and invited her to read by his side to a 5th grade class. How's that for overachieving?
I love massages.
To do anything in life, you really need to be able to read.
The library is filled with books of many genres. The secret to enjoy reading is identifying an interesting subject and finding a book that's written about it. The message today, the benefits of reading are endless.
By reading, they expand their minds. They can learn things and figure out things that they would never hear from a teacher.
Sure, video games and computers are fun too, but reading will always have its place.
I understand that there's a lot of improvements in technology today, and that, yet still reading a good book every once in a while doesn't hurt.
And thanks to these special guests and programs like Read Across America, Torrance kids are making the connection between success and reading. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Leah Uko.
Thanks, Leah. For more information on the Read Across America program, go to the National Education Association website at NEA.org. If you live in the city, you probably hear a lot about Torrance, West, South, and North high schools, but you may not know much about Sherry High. Reporter Amy Davis tells us about the school, their students, and the woman who adopted them.
Torrance's Sherry High is known as the city's continuation school for at-risk and troubled teens, but with the help of local businesswoman Judy Gibson, students' futures are looking brighter.
These are outstanding students who are here because they march to a different drum. They're very bright. They want a more accelerated education, if you will.
Thanks to the Torrance Chamber of Commerce and Torrance Unified School District's Adopt a School program, Gibson and her husband, who own Strategic Technology Sources Incorporated, were paired up with Sherry High. The Adopt a School program offers an opportunity for Torrance businesses to team up with a local school. Through this program, students are mentored on career and college opportunities.
A lot of times they give money to the schools to help with budgets and things like that. But in our case, our Adopt a School is more about career mentoring.
For Gibson, adopting the high school is something she is proud to do.
I got a lot of companies to adopt schools as a parent and a mom with PTA, but now as a business person, I'm actually adopting a school. So I've gone full circle.
Gibson's main focus is on career mentoring.
Just rounding up businesses that they have an interest in their career so we can take trips, have conversations, and learn about that sort of thing.
Gibson primarily works with Sherry's new student leadership program. It consists of a select group of students who Gibson hopes will set an example to others. Chris Andraka is just one of them.
Mentoring the kids and helping out the school was pretty much the same thing for me. I enjoyed it both the same.
Gibson hopes to give not only Andraka, but all the students at Sherry hands-on experiences to better prepare for their future.
The one thing I've learned that young people don't understand is within a chosen career that they may choose, there are about 20 other opportunities in the circle of that career. And through that, then they get to know these people who hire in the community or know other people who do, and it gives them a step up.
During the partnership, Gibson hopes she'll make a lasting impact on the students' lives. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Amy Davis.
Thanks, Amy. For more information on Torrance's Adopt a School program, call the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce at 310-540-5858. Los Cancioneros Master Chorale is a mixed chorus that performs music from the classical to modern. So it's only appropriate that their next concert combines the beliefs of revolutionary hero with the beliefs of a modern icon. Reporter Leah Ugo takes us to rehearsal for Let Freedom Ring.
For 2 months, Los Cancioneros Master Chorale has been preparing for a concert that's now less than 2 weeks away. Let Freedom Ring is a tribute to freedom and what it meant to American leaders Thomas Jefferson and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
We are very blessed to live in this nation that allows us to live freely and to give back through music.
Johanna Medawar Nashef created this piece to reflect what freedom means to America through music. Outside of teaching music at El Camino College, sharing music wherever she can is also important to Nashef.
We can't just do what we are paid to do only in the professional world, but we have to come into our community.
Right now, their voices are rattling the walls inside this common room, but soon they'll be embracing the stage at the Armstrong Theater. 60 singers throughout the South Bay come here to Hope United Methodist Church for rehearsals. During the day, they juggle time with family, work, and school, but every Tuesday night, music is all that matters. Everyone is connected to this production. They find joy in escaping their hectic lives to come here and just sing. Some relate to the concert's message.
I had a great-great-grandfather who, even though he was white, he was an Iowa farmer. He was made the commander of a black regiment in the Civil War.
Others find satisfaction in telling the message vocally.
It's the love of music. That's what it comes down to.
But they all find their own freedom through music.
All the friendships that you form here and singing with people who also enjoy music, it's very important to me.
As the final stretch of rehearsals approaches, the performers see how a message, love, and friendship help to create a dynamic performance. You may not see the closeness they share, but when they hit that stage, you'll certainly hear it. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Leah Uko.
Thanks, Leah. Let Freedom Ring highlights the writings of Thomas Jefferson and the moving piece Free at Last, a profound tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Los Cancioneros Master Chorale will perform their sacred concert on Sunday, March 20th at 7 p.m. at the James Armstrong Theater. For more information, go to lcmasterchorale.com. Coming up, if you or someone you know has beat the odds, we'll tell you how they can get the recognition they deserve. But first, here's your 5-day forecast.
Never look a howler monkey in the eye. Fried ants are delicious.
We finished a clinic in a rainstorm.
Really? My students actually ended up teaching me.